You are now tuned into another sexy recipe with your man, Scotty B. This week's sexy recipe, I try to switch it up, keep the menu funky for you guys, give you a little variety. But as always, I'm going back home to the meat, baby. This week's sexy recipe is Scotty's Heavenly Glazed Ham. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now with this ham, man, we're going to break it all the way down. Get a good cut first. Don't cut any corners. As I always tell you, get the finest whole or half ham, depending on how much you're trying to eat, how much work you're trying to put in, how much sauce you are trying to use. Depends on the size of your ham. But I would recommend a nice smoked half ham, preferably a butt portion, because, hey, the butt is just where it's at, right? Maybe. You already know. So we're going to hop right in. You're going to take that half ham. You're going to make slices and score your ham all the way down. Slice it, slice it, slice it. And inside of those slices, you're going to add in brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar, but I prefer the golden brown sugar. You're going to score it and put it inside of that ham, sliding it on top of that meat in every crevice, every nook, every cranny, making sure that brown sugar is coating that meat like no other. Once you do that, place a little water in the bottom of the pan, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Place the ham and the brown sugar in the oven on 400 degrees for maybe about 10 minutes. You just want it to kind of cook on the outside, get that crispy texture, do the dance, play in the heat, get hot, get sweaty, get drippy, because that sauce that ham is going to make with that brown sugar, that glaze, is going to be something otherworldly. At that particular point, we're going to take our ham out and we're going to slice it all the way up. All those scores that you created and all those brown sugar pockets, you're going to release them. They get to come out and play. Oh, yeah. Score that ham all the way down, slicing it into thinly sliced pieces of ham. And you can layer it right back in that pan, put it back in the juice, put it back in the sauce. Put it back so it can continue to marinate, because it's not done yet. The smell, you'll start to smell that brown sugar and that juice from that ham, and it's creating its own glaze, its own sauce, and it's looking so good, but we're not done yet. So now that you have all that ham sliced up, you're going to use the magic ingredient. Now I know I'm going to catch some flack for all of you Southerners, but if you want to do it, and do it right, you're going to grab a 2 liter of Pepsi. So you cover that ham and that brown sugar with Pepsi, and then you add some more brown sugar, because, who doesn't want more brown sugar on anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Place it back in the oven. Let it cook for another 10 to 15 minutes until your ham starts to crust up on top, starts to crisp, starts to brown. And when you open that oven up and get a whiff of what's being made, whoo! I'm just going to leave it there, man. Take that pan out the oven. Grab a piece of ham, put it in your mouth, and feed it to her. Guaranteed you guys will be making bacon. And this little piggy is definitely going to be something sticky. Yeah. You are now tuned into another sexy recipe with your man, Scotty B.